This poem is about Black Americans connecting to the continent after so long, and the desire that we have to find ourselves a home. This is called Redemption Song, and it goes like this. I sat in that theater, wishing Wakanda were as real as the tears on my face. Tasting like the ocean I was stolen across. This 2-hour movie awakened and aching, 400 years in the making. I come from a people who never asked to be black. A word as foreign to our tongues as the whip was to our backs, forced to wear our race like a badly stitched trauma bond, and wonder why our unity keeps falling through the cracks. But my DNA test is a compass that points to Africa. Not a skin color racists project their shadows onto. I am Killmonger with a kind heart, not trying to conquer a kingdom, just this aching feeling of being abandoned. Wondering if Africa is a mother that has forgotten my smile, even when my teeth are arranged in her rhythm. How I have dreamt of her lost tribal dances and tried to break dance them back into being. Search for ancestral campfires in the flames of a Brooklyn trash bin. Does Africa know that her abducted child is still a miracle? Alive despite 400 years chained to America's promises in the basement of a broken dream, laughing. Spray painting graffiti in bent English until it spells my original name. Beating black and white piano keys into the blues that color my sorrow. Can you hear me, mama? Tickling this ivory back into elephants. Hammering this wood from this colonizer's cross into the ark that will sail me back to your shores. But will you recognize my walk when I arrive? You see, the shackles, they made me limp, so I had to rebrand it as swagger. But I stuttered step when they told me that I wasn't stolen because you sold me for muskets and 30 pieces of silver. That our family was broken by a betrayal on a biblical scale. And the thought that nightly haunts me is that you didn't even want me. But mama, the one who told me this tale has had some trouble with the truth and breaks his word like his treaties to indigenous tribes. And I know that at most this narrative of you is at most half true. Sit me down and tell me the rest, mama. Help me decolonize this distance between our destinies. Help me figure out why these stories don't match as perfectly as our scars, starting with this language that we compare our stitches in. And for a while, Mama Africa, can it just be us? Because sometimes to heal, the wounded need solitude, a hospital bed, sleep, and silence. Because for too long, our surgeon has been the same one who sliced us. And our discomfort at this fact has been labeled divisive. But what kind of unity demands we scream in comfy lullabies? What kind of peace puts our misery on mute? And what kind of friend demands we love them with our whole hearts while only hearing half of our truth? Maybe mending fences is our first step to putting our house in order. So let's appreciate our value before guests come to the property. Because if we can't feed ourselves with love, we cannot love another properly. And I sat in that theater, my heart starving for Wakanda. Something like an African-owned utopia with rhythm. Something like a vibranium skyscraper of freedom songs. Some place where the humans can still tribal dance with the divine. Where the people are rich minerally and mentally because they own their own minds. And the national anthem is a freedom song 400 years in the writing. Imagine Africa with her identity and economy intact. Imagine her streets free of clutter and corruption. In fact, imagine cutting-edge tech is what defines you as black. Where the people welcome our guests and missing children miracles back. Because the symphony of humankind is incomplete without the rhythm section strong. Africa reunited in conducting mankind's redemption song. Thank you.